Hello students, today will we discuss about prestige. Topic है trade and commerce in the Middle East. ओके सबसे पहले हम पैसेज पढ़ते हैं यानी पैराग्राफ पढ़ते हैं, फिर उसके बाद पैसेज और फिर टाइटल. ओके There were many obstacles to the development of commerce. In the Middle Ages, dangers by land and sea had to be considered by the merchant who wished to send his goods to some distant part. But as the towns grew and multiplied, the desolation and ingenuity of men rendered it possible for commerce to increase steadily till by the dawn of rendered it possible for the modern period of every country in Western European had felt its beneficent influence. When we think of poorness of communications, we vast forests, the inferior roads, the unbridged rivers, it would seems at first sight almost impossibility for merchants in the north of Europe to have intercourse with those of the south. Then again the narrow spirit of the Middle Ages, the survival of feudalism offered a difficulty which was almost as prohibitive to the transportation of merchandise as the robbers and pirates, noble and ignoble, who lay in wait for the trembling merchant. There was an elaborate system of queues and tolls which made most goods when they arrived safely at their destinations a luxury beyond the means of an average man, and furthermore it was the practice for governments in those days to prohibit and prevent passage through their countries. Yet, in spite of all difficulties, the group of towns which were developing in northern and southern Europe and the manufacturing centers of the east and west steadily increased their wealth and prosperity. अब इसके प्रेशेज हैं. Despite many hurdles and dangers, trade and commerce grew in the Middle Ages. There were thick forests and inferior roads. There were robbers and pirates. There was hardly any relationship between countries. Nevertheless, there were centers of manufacturing goods, and they were sent from one place to another. इसका टाइटल है द सुटेबल टाइटल सजेस्टेड टू द पैसेज इज ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स इन द मिडिल ईस्ट. ओके नेक्स्ट इसी तरीके की पढ़ते हैं हम. इसका टॉपिक है द पर्पज ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस. The student should look forward to this examination not as a solemn ordeal which he is compelled to go through with the prospect of degree should be successful, but as a means of showing his teachers and fellows how much he has profited by work he has done. Those who pursue knowledge in his spirit and those we it remarked who examine in this spirit will look forward to examination with no apprehension, not perhaps with joy, for after all it is a war to examine and perhaps a greater war to the examine. But it is a necessary step for the student in the gaining self-assurance and the convictions of having profited by his exertions, and for the teacher as a means of ensuring that his instructions has not been profitless to his students. In this connection, I cannot refrain from remarking that genius for competitions which has overridden our nation appears to me to be misplaced. Too much is thought of the top man, very likely the second, or even the 10th, or it may be the 15th, has a firmer grasp of his subjects and in long runs would display more talent. Let us take comfort, however, in the thought that the day of examination, for the sake of examinations, is coming to an end. इसकी precision examination should be not be treated as ordeals for students, but as a means to test their ability, apprehensions, and self-confidence and convictions. Though both taking and giving examination is a boring task, it is a necessity to examine how far students have been able to gain self-assurance and how far their teacher has succeeded in making his exercise more profitable to them. Securing position in the examinations is not so important as gaining self-confidence, because persons of inferior positions do much better in later life. Examination therefore should be conducted not for a degree's sake, but for making students self-dependent. So title of the suitable title of the passage is the purpose of examination. फिर नेक्स्ट है पैसेज, इसका टॉपिक है रिलीजन एंड सोसाइटी. Religions have helped greatly in the development of humanity. They have laid down values and standards and have pointed out principles for the guidance of human life. But with all the good they have done, they have also tried of imprison truth in sad forms and dogmas, and encouraged ceremonials and practices which soon lost their original meaning and become more routine, while impressing upon man the awe and mystery of the unknown that surrounds him on all sides. They have discouraged him from trying to understand not only the unknown but what might come to the way of social effort. Instead of encouraging curiosity and thought, they have preached a philosophy of submission to nature, to the established church, to the prevailing social order, and to everything that is. The belief in a supernatural agency which ordains everything has led to a certain irresponsibility on the social plans and emotions and sentimentally have taken the place of reason, thought, and inquiry. Religion, though it has undoubtedly brought comfort to innumerable human beings and stabilized society by its values, has checked the tendency to change and progress inherent in human society. इसकी पैसेज है, though religion have helped immensely in the development and stability of society, human society, they have also checked the course of change and progress, though they have laid down values for the guidance of the human life. They have also set certain dogmas which hide the truth of life. The philosophy of submission to the will of the unknown has blunted man's curiosity to understand the mysteries of nature. The religion has been very useful for human society. It has done some bad things also. इसका टाइटल है, The suitable title suggested to the passage is Religion and Society.